Welcome to The Olive Tree, a documentary that goes beyond storytelling. This is not just a journey through the ancient landscapes and timeless traditions surrounding one of nature's most resilient trees. It's also an opportunity for you to improve your English, naturally and effortlessly. As you explore the cultural, historical, and ecological significance of the olive tree, you'll also be immersing yourself in rich, clear English, guided at a pace that helps both your understanding and your curiosity grow. So sit back, listen closely, and let the olive tree nourish both your mind and your language skills. The olive tree, Olea europaea, and its fruit and oil have been central to human civilization for millennia. Revered in mythology, religion, medicine, and cuisine, the olive and olive oil continue to hold profound cultural, economic, and health-related importance today. This exploration traces the tree from its ancient ancestors to its spread across the globe and presents modern scientific evidence about the benefits of olive fruit and oil. Fossil evidence shows that ancestors of the olive tree evolved during the Oligocene, 40 million years ago. Wild olive populations, or oleisters, are found in the eastern Mediterranean region and have been utilized by humans for at least 19,000 years. Domesticated olive trees are believed to have arisen between 8,000 and 6,000 years ago, likely in the Levant region. By around 6,500 years ago, olive oil production was underway in coastal Israel, presumably for lamp fuel and basic cooking. By 3000 BC, olive cultivation was well established in Crete and was integral to Minoan civilization's economy. In classical antiquity, olive cultivation spread across the Mediterranean via the Phoenicians, Greeks, and especially the Romans, who carried olive trees into southern France, Spain, and later into Western European provinces, establishing production centers still important today. In Greek mythology, the olive tree was considered a gift from the goddess Athena to the city of Athens, symbolizing wisdom, peace, and prosperity. Ancient cultures prized olive oil for ritual, medicinal, and daily use. Olive trees are exceptionally long-lived. Some trees in Crete and Israel are reportedly over 1,000 years old and remain productive. There are more than 4,000 cultivated varieties, each with unique flavor, oil profile, and ecological adaptation. For example, the Spanish Arbequina and Greek Koronaki. Today, olives and olive oil production remain concentrated in Mediterranean countries: Spain, Italy, Greece, Tunisia, Turkey, Morocco, and others, where the climate is ideal. The Mediterranean basin remains the historical and current heartland of olive cultivation. Over the past century, olives have also been introduced into other suitable climates: California, South America, Argentina, Chile, Australia, South Africa, and parts of Asia, China, India. Though not as predominant as in the Mediterranean, production is expanding globally. Olive fruits are drupes, stone fruits, with a hard pit and fleshy pulp. They undergo significant chemical change as they ripen. Green, unripe olives are bitter due to high oleuropein and hydroxytyrosol levels. Black, ripe olives develop softer flesh and higher hydroxytyrosol content. Table olives are often cured to reduce bitterness and make them edible. Olive oil is exclusively extracted by mechanical means, no chemical solvents, with grades from extra virgin, EVO, cold-pressed, low acidity, high phenolics, down through virgin, refined, and pomace oils. EVO is prized for its high content of monounsaturated fatty acids, mainly oleic acid, just 70%, and polyphenols, oleuropein, hydroxytyrosol, tyrosol, oleocanthal. Olive oil played roles in lighting, religious ceremonies, medicine, and beauty. In ancient Greek and Roman medicine, olive oil was prescribed for skin ailments, digestive issues, and massage. Biblical texts, ancient Egyptian inscriptions, and Greek texts document its sacred status, used in rituals, anointments, athletes' preparations, and as tribute. Scientific study over recent decades has confirmed many of olive oil's traditional health claims and uncovered mechanisms involved. Observational and clinical trials consistently show that replacing saturated fats with olive oil leads to lower LDL cholesterol, higher HDL, reduced inflammation, and lower incidence of cardiovascular disease and stroke. The pre-dimed randomized trial in Spain showed más 30% relative risk reduction in major cardiovascular events among the group consuming Mediterranean diet supplemented with EVOO. Olive oil is rich in bioactive compounds such as oleocanthal, which in vitro mimics ibuprofen by inhibiting cyclooxygenase, COX, and reducing inflammatory mediators. Polyphenols reduce markers of systemic inflammation such as CRP and IL-6. Meta-analyses show higher olive oil intake is associated with decreased risks of breast, colorectal, and digestive tract cancers. In vitro studies show oleocanthal can selectively induce cancer cell death within an hour by lysosomal membrane permeabilization without harming healthy cells. Regular olive oil consumption is linked to lower risk of stroke, possibly due to antithrombotic, anti-inflammatory, and vascular protective effects. Olive oil consumption is associated with up to 28% lower risk of dementia-related death, slower cognitive decline, and possible protection against Alzheimer's disease. Olive oil intake improves insulin sensitivity, lowers A1C, and reduces risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Systematic reviews confirm benefits for metabolic syndrome, obesity, dyslipidemia, blood pressure, and liver health. EVOO has reduced symptoms and inflammatory markers in rheumatoid arthritis. Olive oil improves gut motility and may relieve mild constipation. It may also support gut barrier function and reduce inflammation in inflammatory bowel disorders. Despite being calorie-dense, moderate olive oil use does not cause weight gain and may support weight maintenance or reduction. Olive oil consumption is linked with reduced anxiety and depression symptoms. Emerging research suggests olive oil phenolics can induce epigenetic modifications with possible roles in its anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer effects. Oleic acid, 70% of EVOO, is stable under cooking, helps lower LDL and maintain HDL cholesterol, and reduces oxidative stress and inflammation. Polyphenols are potent antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents. Hydroxytyrosol, abundant in ripe olives, and oleuropein, found in unprocessed olives, protect lipids from oxidation and reduce biomarkers such as CRP and IL-6. Oleocanthal is responsible for the pungent throat-stinging sensation in high polyphenol EVO. In vitro, it mimics ibuprofen by inhibiting COX enzymes. EVO contains hundreds more phytochemicals, carotenoids, phytosterols, tocopherols, and minor components that contribute synergistically to health effects. Extra virgin olive oil is ideal for dressings, dips, finishing dishes, and low to moderate temperature sautéing. It can also enhance baked goods, sauces, breads, and even coffee blends. Many experts recommend 2 tablespoons of EVOO per day, ideally replacing butter or margarine. While olive oil is healthful, consuming it straight is not more beneficial than moderate use within meals, and may lead to excess calories or discomfort. The olive tree's origin can be traced back tens of millions of years, with domestication in the Levant some 6,000 to 8,000 years ago. From humble beginnings, olive cultivation spread across the Mediterranean and later globally, becoming deeply entrenched in human culture, economy, and diet. Olive fruit and, especially extra virgin olive oil, contain monounsaturated fats and a rich spectrum of bioactive polyphenols that modern science links to cardiovascular protection, anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, cancer prevention, cognitive health, metabolic and gut benefits, joint health, mental health, and healthy weight maintenance. Landmark trials and numerous studies show robust associations between EVOO intake and reduced risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, and dementia. To maximize benefit, choose high polyphenol extra virgin olive oils and incorporate them daily, ideally replacing harmful saturated or refined fats. Despite centuries of traditional wisdom, modern research continues to reinforce olive oil's unique profile as a functional food, deeply historical yet scientifically validated.